Let us read the question. The thread of a kite is 120 meter long. That means there is a kite which is flying. The thread is nothing but AC. The thread of a kite is 120 meter long and it is making 30-degree angular elevation with the ground. Ground is nothing but BC. BC is nothing but the ground. B angle is 90 degree because it is perpendicular. It is making an angle of elevation of 30 degrees. What is the height of the kite? Height of the kite from the ground level to the top level. What should be the height? This AB value is what they are asking you in the question, right? AB value, height they are asking you H. Now see here, sir. Let us solve it in two methods. Method 1, method 2. You decide the method whichever you are comfortable. Now, I am interested in teaching you method 1 first. Method 1 says that angular elevation is 30 degrees. Apply tangent of that angle. Tan 30 is nothing but opposite by adjacent. Opposite side is H. This is nothing but AB. So opposite side is AB. Adjacent side is nothing but BC. But I don't know the value of BC. Now, which trigonometric function to usually apply? You should usually apply that trigonometric function which will give you both these values. So, this H value is something which I require. And this 120 is nothing but the hypotenuse which is given. So, opposite is required. Hypotenuse is given. Opposite and hypotenuse, which trigonometric function? So it is sine. Apply sine 30 rather than applying tan 30. So it is opposite ABH. Hypotenuse is 120. Sine 30 value is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to H divided by 120. 2 into 1, 2 into 60. Height of the kite. H is equal to 60 meters, right? H is equal to 60 meters. This is one of the method by applying either tan 30 or sin 30 or cos 30 by applying trigonometric ratios. Now, without applying these trigonometric ratios, can I solve this question? Definitely you can solve the question. Please listen carefully here, sir. I will teach you how to solve the same question by using method 2 without applying any trigonometric ratio. That means without applying sin, cos or tan. Now see here, method 2 is what I am teaching you right now. Listen carefully, sir. Method 2, same diagram I am trying to write here also, but I am trying to simplify it. So this is nothing but ABC. Height of the kite is what I am finding, which is nothing but AB. So this AC, the length of the string is given as 120 meter. BC value I don't know. Angle B is 90 degrees. Angle of elevation is given in the question as 30 degrees. Now see here, sir. Think little logically, you will get the answer very soon. Now, can I say that 30 degrees, 90 degrees, the remaining angle should be 60 degrees. For a 30, 60, 90 degree right angle triangle, what should be the side ratio? The side ratio should be 1 is to root 3 is to 2, right? I believe that you remember this. The side ratio should be 1 is to root 3 is to 2. That means, according to my assumption or according to the ratio, the side opposite to 90 degrees is 2 units. But according to the question, the side opposite to 90 degrees is how much according to question? 120 units. 2 is becoming 120, multiply by 60. 1 also multiply by 60. 1 into 60 is 60 units. Very, very easily we can find it, sir. It will not be anything difficult if you apply method to what I am teaching in the next upcoming problems. You will keep understanding how beautifully, how easily we can solve all these questions by using method 2. Rather than trying to apply some trigonometric identities as tan or whatever. In fact, I taught you 30, 60, 90, 45, 45, 90, all those things. I taught you by taking trigonometric ratio itself, and then only I concluded that conclusion. I believe that you remember that I taught you by using trigonometric functions. So, whatever I am teaching you by using side ratio or angle ratio, it is exactly similar to method 1, but we will save a lot of time by using method 2 instead of solving by method 1. I hope the first 2 questions are very, very clear for you people. Please see my next question, sir. Please see the next question. Your next question is, first let me explain you the question. A tree was bent by the wind. That means there is a tree like this. This entire thing is a tree, right? This entire thing is a tree. Because of too much of wind, it was bent and it was cut like this. Now, this is the cut part. This is the cut part. There is a continuation which was there earlier. It bent, and then only after this entire line, whatever I have written above, it bent like this. That is what I have written as hypotenuse of this triangle. I believe it is clear. Now, let me continue the next part. The top of the tree meets the ground. This is the top of the tree. That means this cut part, this point is nothing but this point right now. It meets the ground at an angle of 60 degrees. That means it is meeting the ground, horizontal level ground, at an angle of 60 degrees. So this angle is known to us as 60 degrees. This is nothing but 90 degrees because it is the perpendicular one. Next statement. If the distance between the top and the foot of the tree is 8 meters, I told you that this is nothing but the top of the tree which is bent and it is coming down like this, and this is the foot of the tree. The distance between the top and the foot of the tree is 8 meters. The distance according to the question is 8 meters. According to question, the distance is 8 meters. Find the height of the tree. That means height of the tree means, suppose for example, if I name this with some alphabets as A, B and C, this entire thing is a part of the tree, and the cut part of the tree is also AC. That means height of the tree is AB plus BC. This entire value is what we need to find. I believe that you are able to understand the diagram first. AB plus BC is what I am trying to find right now. Now see here, sir. Again, let me rewrite the diagram for you people in my next screen so that I can start applying some trigonometric functions and I can get the answer. This is ABC. Exact diagram I am writing, sir. Do not worry about it. There is no change in the diagram. This is 60, sorry, this is 90, this is 60. So this should be another 30 degrees. Right? Now see here. This is given as 8 meters according to the question. Entire thing what is being given, or I explained you, I have written in the next screen so that I will have little space to work out with. AB plus BC. Sorry, AB plus AC, right sir, not BC. Yes, sir. This is the tree, AC. AB plus AC is what I am trying to find. It is not AB plus BC. Please, apologies for my mistake. It is AB plus AC. AB plus AC is what I am trying to find. Now see here, sir. I will teach you the same problem again in method 1 and also in method 2. Method 1 is the textbook method. Method 2 is ANC method. Now 60 degrees is there, 30 degrees is there. You apply whichever the trigonometric function, preferably the most repeated trigonometric function in heights and distances is tan. Tan 60 is opposite is AB, adjacent is 8. So tan 60 is AB by 8. Tan 60 value is root 3. Root 3 is nothing but AB by 8. So AB value is nothing but 8 root 3, right? AB value, I got the value of AB as 8 root 3. One of the value I found it. Now similarly, AC value I require. AC is nothing but the hypotenuse, and this side adjacent to 60 degrees is also known as 8. That means hypotenuse is known, adjacent is known. So it is cos which I need to apply. Cos 60 is nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 8. Hypotenuse is 8 AC. Cos 60 value is how much? It is half. So AC value is nothing but 2 into 8, which is 16. Now AB value is known, AC value is known. So height of the tree is nothing but AB is 8 root 3 plus AC is 16. Taking common factor, we will get 8 into 2 plus root 3, or 8 into root 3 plus 2 should be the answer for this question. Now, in this method 1, if you observe very carefully in this method 1, I applied tangent of 60. One trigonometric function I applied. I applied another trigonometric function. I got two values and then finally I added. So it is little time consuming process. That is the reason we will switch on to our method 2, which is so simple and elegant way of solving. Once again I wish to write the same diagram so that you will understand how beautifully we can solve by using method 2. This is 90 degrees, this is 60 degrees. So therefore angle A should be 30 degrees. BC value is given in the question as 8 meters. This is according to the question. Now see here, this triangle whatever I have got in this question is a triangle called 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree right angle triangle. Angle is 30, 60, 90. So corresponding sides should be in the ratio 1 is to root 3 is to 2. That means the meaning of this is opposite to 30 degrees angle side should be 1 unit. Opposite to 60 degrees side should be root 3 units. Opposite to 90 degrees side should be 2 units. These are according to my assumption, but you cannot solve the question according to whatever you like to assume, beta. You should convert it according to what is being asked. That means, can I say that according to my assumption, opposite to 30 is 1 unit. According to question, opposite to 30 is how many units? 8 units. 1 is becoming 8. Multiply by 8. Now, they are asking you the height of the tree. Height of the tree is nothing but AB, which is nothing but opposite to 60, and AC, which is nothing but opposite to 90. That means height of the tree means I should combine these two values. So the sum of these two values is root 3 plus 2 according to my assumption. But according to the question, how much they are asking. If you are multiplying this value by 8, this also multiply by 8, Kelkatam, answer is 8 into root 3 plus 2, which is exactly what you got in your previous method. There is no difference. But here you will not keep applying the method what you apply in textbooks, where you will keep solving that particular question by using tangent of angle, again take another triangle, again apply tangent or secant or cos or sine or whatever depending on the values which is known. It is a time consuming process if you apply method 1. Method 2 is ratio method, which will save your time to a greater extent, sir. Try implementing method 2. Anyway, I will keep solving some other questions so that I will make sure that you will start using method 2 more than method 1. I hope the idea is clear for my question 3. Now let us solve question number 4. Again a very good question, sir. Again I will solve it in 2 methods. Whichever the method you are comfortable, please follow that method. Now let us first understand the question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground is 30 degrees. That means there is a tower. This tower I will name it as AB. Angle of elevation of the top of the tower. This is the top of the tower from a point on the ground. This is the ground. Ground is BC. From this point on the ground, point C, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Yes, this is what my first statement is saying. Yes, I understood my first statement. Move on to the second statement. On walking 100 meters towards the tower, that means this is the tower, AB is the tower. I am at this point right now called as C. On walking, I kept on walking like this. I kept on walking. 100 meters is what I have walked right now. On walking 100 meters towards the tower, so that means DC value is 100 meters. The angle of elevation changes to 60 degrees. This angle will become now as 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Height of the tower is AB. I will call it as H. I will have to find the height of this tower. Now see here, sir. Again I want to show you the importance of method 2. For you to understand the importance of method 2, I should also solve by using method 1. Now, there are 2 triangles in this case. One triangle, angle B is 90 degree anyway. One triangle is the bigger triangle ABC. Another triangle is the smaller inside triangle ABD. Now, take any triangle. If I take triangle ABD, in triangle ABD, tangent of 60, opposite side is nothing but ABH. adjacent side is nothing but BD. BD I don't know. I will call it as X. This is by method 1, so I am using variables, which is your textbook method. H by X is tan 60. Tan 60 value is root 3. So I can say that X is nothing but h by root 3. X is nothing but h by root 3. This is my first equation, right? Similarly, I have another triangle to work out with. The second triangle is the bigger triangle. That is nothing but ABC. If I take triangle ABC, for ABC, the angle is 30 degrees. So tangent of 30, tan 30 is opposite by adjacent. Opposite is h again. Adjacent is BC. For a bigger triangle, adjacent side is BC. BC is nothing but x plus 100, right? It is x plus 100. What is tan 30 value? It is nothing but 1 by root 3. That means if I cross multiply and simplify, this becomes root 3 into h. Root 3h is equal to x plus 100 into 1. It is x plus 100. But I know x value as h by root 3. Back substitute. Let me use this equation in my next screen, sir. So I will write that equation once again if you want to. Root 3h is equal to x plus 100. But x value is nothing but h by root 3. Back substitute. H by root 3 plus 100. LCM if I take root 3h is equal to root 3 is the LCM. H plus 100 root 3. Cross multiply this root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3h is equal to h plus 100 root 3. 3h minus h is 2h. 2h is equal to 100 root 3. H value is 100 by 2 is 50. 50 root 3 meters. The question is, find the height of the tower, which I called it as h, and that is what I got in this particular method 1 also. So method 1 is giving me the answer as 50 root 3. And if you observe method 1, which I definitely want you to observe, I applied tan 60 initially and I got one equation. Again for another right angle triangle, I applied tangent of that particular angle 30. I got another equation. I solved both the equation. I simplified. Yes, after some time I definitely got my answer. Thank God I got after some time at least. This is a lengthy process, sir. This is a lengthy process which you should kill from your mind and start using method 2, which is nothing but ANC way of solving. Method 1 is the textbook way of solving. Method 2 is ANC way of solving. Quickly I want to draft that diagram once again for you people. This is nothing but the tower. The tower is nothing but AB. This is the right angle triangle 90 degrees. Initially, at point C from ground, it is making 30 degrees angle, and then after moving for 100 meters, towards the towards the object, so angle of elevation now becomes 60 degrees. These are all something which is given in the question. Find the height AB is the question, right? Find the height AB is the question. Now see here, sir, this is what exactly this is what I want to teach you people from method 2 so beautifully. Just by drafting diagram you can solve it. Now if I take this smaller triangle ABD, this is 90, this is 60, so this should be 30 units, right? This should be 30 units. Now think little logically. I told you that 30, 60 and 90 opposite to 30. If I assume it as 1 unit, if I assume BD value as 1 unit, then opposite to 60 AB value will be root 3 unit. If I assume BD as 1 unit, AB will be root 3 unit. Now that is for a smaller triangle. Go for a bigger triangle ABC. Now same logic, sir. Bigger triangle ABC, if I take, this angle is 30 degrees. This is 90. This entire thing is 60 degrees, right? This entire thing is 60 degrees. Now think little logically in the same fashion, sir. You will get the answer very easily. If I think little logically in the same fashion, opposite to 30, it is, so this is again 30, 60 and 90 degree triangle itself. So I can definitely say that opposite to 30 If I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to 60 will be how much? It will be root 3 unit, right? It will be root 3 unit. But in this particular case, I can say that that means I am writing like this, sir. Think little logically. I am writing it very, very carefully for you. So I can say that opposite to 30, if it is 1 unit, if I assume this as 1 unit, but this is actually root 3, but it has to be 1 unit. Root 3 should become 1. That means divide by root 3, right? Root 3 by root 3 only will become 1, right? It will become 1. Opposite to 60 is, this entire thing should become root 3, right? This entire thing should become root 3. That means root 3 by root 3 once again. This also has become 1, right? This also has become 1 right now. That means this entire thing, this also, sorry, it is not root 3 by root 3 in this case, sir. It is root 3 into root 3. So this entire thing is 3 units. So this is 1 unit. So this should be another 2 units. But it is actually 100. Multiply by 50, multiply by 50, multiply by 50. Answer is 50 root 3. Now method 2. Method 1 has given the answer as 50 root 3. Let us see how beautifully we can solve the same question by using method 2, by using A and C way of solving. See here, sir. We don't even have to write all these things. By diagram itself, we can solve this question very fast. Quickly, I want to draft the diagram once again so that it will be very easy for you to understand. Now, this is the diagram. Let me draw it little bigger so that it will be easier for you to analyze. This is the triangle A, B and C, right? Now, this is 90 degrees. Initially, the angle of elevation was 30 degrees. And then moving forward for 100 meters towards the direction of the object, it became this is point D, for example. Angle of elevation became 60 degrees. There is all something which is already given in the question. I am just drafting it one more time. The distance between C and D is also given as 100 meters. Now they are asking you to find the height AB. Now see here, sir. No need of using any of these trigonometric ratios. 2 times and then creating 2 equations, solving those 2 equations, shifting here and there, taking LCM, cross multiplying. Nothing is required, sir. Simple common sense should give the answer so fast for you. Now see here. If I take this smaller triangle ABD, if I take the smaller triangle ABD, this is 90, this is 60. So this should be 30 degrees. I told you that if I assume the angle 30 degrees and if I assume the side of the angle 30 degree, opposite side of the angle 30 degree to be 1 unit, then the side opposite to 60 degrees will definitely be equal to root 3 unit. That means according to my assumption, I am assuming the side to be 1 unit. So therefore the side opposite to 60 degrees became root 3 unit. Similarly, that is for a smaller triangle. If I take bigger triangle ABC, if I take bigger triangle ABC, 30 degrees opposite, it should be 1 unit. Now, if this is 30, this is 90, this entire angle should be 60 degrees, right? This entire angle should be 60. Now, 30, 60, 90 degrees, the side ratio what we know is 1 is to root 3 is to 2. But opposite to 30, I am saying the ratio to be 1 unit. But for a bigger triangle ABC, opposite to 30 degrees, the side is already given in the question as, or the side is already mentioned as root 3. That means 1 should actually become root 3. Multiply by root 3. This also multiply by root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 units. That means side opposite to 60 in the bigger triangle ABC should be how much? It should be 3 units. Opposite to 60, bigger triangle ABC, the side is BC. This entire thing is 3 units according to the ratio. This entire thing is 3. This BD is 1. That means the remaining should be 2 units, right? Remaining should be 2. According to the ratio it is 2, but according to the question it is 100. 2 into which number is 100? 2 into 50 is 100. This also multiply by 50. 1 also multiply by 50. Root 3 also multiply by 50. Height is nothing but 50 root 3. Common sense should give the answer fast rather than using all these stupid equation method. It is a one slide answer which gave me the answer so fast because I solved it using diagram itself by using a beautiful concept of ratio. I believe that the method 2 of ANC way of solving is much more convenient for you people, much more easier for you people compared to the method 1 what we have solved by using equations. Do not worry about this fact. I will teach you so many problems by using method 2 which will make your problem solving very simpler in my upcoming problems. Now let us move on to my next question. Let us move on to my fifth question of heights and distances, and we will try to solve it by using ANC method. First let us read the question. The angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground is 30 degrees. That means there is a tower. This is the top of the tower. From a point on the ground, this is the ground. There is a point on the ground. The angle of elevation is 30 degrees. It is exactly similar to my previous question. For your better understanding, I am solving it once again. Now, see the next statement. On walking 40 meters towards the tower, from this point I kept on walking 40 meters. Towards the tower I kept on walking 40 meters. The angle of elevation changes to 45 degrees. This angle of elevation now became 45 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Same logic, sir. It is exactly similar to my previous question. No change in the question. I am making use of the same methodology of ANC way of solving, which is my method to solve this question in the most easiest way possible. Now think little logically. If I take the smaller triangle A, B and D, if I take this triangle ABD, this is 90 degrees, this is 45. So this also should be 45. 45, 45, 90 means opposite to 45. If I assume it as 1 unit, opposite to this 45 also should be 1 unit. So I am taking it as 1 and 1. Let me use a different color so that it will be clear for you. I am taking it as 1 and 1. Similarly, if I take this bigger triangle ABC, ABC is, this is 30 degrees, this is 90 degrees. So this entire angle should be 60 degrees. 30, 60, 90 degrees. The ratio what we usually know for 30, 60, 90 is opposite to 30 is 1. Opposite to 60 is root 3. That means opposite to 30 according to the ratio should be 1. But here also it is 1 only. So no need of proportionating here. Here also it is 1. Opposite to 60 should be root 3. That means this entire value should be root 3 units. This entire value should be root 3. If this entire value of B and C is root 3 and BD is 1 unit, so DC will be how much? Out of root 3, take out that 1. You will get DC as root 3 minus 1. That means according to my assumption, DC value is root 3 by minus 1. According to my assumption, DC is root 3 minus 1. But according to the question, DC value is 40. DC value is 40. Similarly, according to my assumption, height is 1 unit. According to the question, how much they are asking. Simple common sense should give the answer. Root 3 minus 1 is becoming 1. That means divide by root 3 minus 1. Root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1 is 1 only, right sir? 40 also divided by root 3 minus 1. So answer for this question is 40 divided by root 3 minus 1. But our usual convention of surds, which I taught you in surds and indices, is do not keep the surd in the denominator, rationalize it. Multiply by root 3 plus 1, divide by root 3 plus 1. Denominator is a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So Root 3 whole square minus 1 square is 2. So it is 40 by 2 into root 3 plus 1. Final answer should be 20 into root 3 plus 1 should be the answer for this question. Very easy way of solving, sir. I am making the problem solving so simple for you by using this beautiful concept of sides ratio. Therefore you don't need to apply any concept of tan 60, tan 30, tan 45, all those methods which usually you will use it, which usually you will make use of it in problem solving to solve this kind of problem. Proportionately, please find it, you will get the answer so easily. I hope the idea is very clear for you people.